Yo, let's be real. We're addicted to social media. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, these apps are like digital oxygen. We check them constantly. We share everything from our morning coffee to our deepest thoughts. It's crazy. We post selfies, vacation pics, and even what we had for dinner. We follow celebrities, friends, and that weird guy from high school. It's like we're broadcasting our lives 24/7. But here's the thing. While we're busy sharing, these platforms are busy collecting. They're gathering mountains of data about us. And most of us have no idea what they're doing with it. So what's the big deal, you ask? Well, my friends, that's what we're here to find out. Let's dive into the wild world of social media data collection. Buckle up. Facebook and Instagram, the OG social media giants. They're like that creepy uncle who always wants to know what you're up to. They track everything you do on their platforms. We're talking likes, comments, shares. They know what you're posting, who you're following, and what you're searching for. They even know how long you look at a picture of your ex's new puppy. Don't lie, we've all been there. But it gets worse. They also collect data about you from other apps and websites. Ever notice those creepy ads that follow you around the internet? Yeah, that's Facebook and Instagram using your data to target you with ads. They say it's to personalize your experience. But let's be real, they're just trying to sell you stuff, and they're really good at it. Now let's talk about TikTok, the new kid on the block, the app everyone's obsessed with. But don't let the catchy dances and funny videos fool you. TikTok is a data collecting machine. They collect everything from your age and location, to your phone's model and operating system. They even track your keystrokes and how long you watch each video. Some people say TikTok is even worse than Facebook and Instagram. They point to TikTok's ties to the Chinese government. They worry that TikTok is sharing our data with the Chinese government. TikTok denies these claims, but the truth is, we don't really know what they're doing with our data, and that's kind of scary, right? Section 4, Big Data, Big Problems, Why You Should Care About Your Digital Footprint. So we've established that social media companies are collecting a ton of data about us. Every click, like, and share is being monitored and stored. This data is then analyzed to create detailed profiles about our preferences, habits, and even our personalities. But why should we care? What's the big deal? It's just data, right? Well, not quite. This data can reveal more about us than we might be comfortable with. Well, my friends, this data is incredibly valuable. Companies can use it to tailor their marketing strategies, making their ads more effective and persuasive. It can be used to influence our opinions, manipulate our emotions, and even predict our behavior. Think about it. If a company knows your likes and dislikes, they can craft messages that resonate deeply with you. If a company knows everything about you, they can target you with personalized ads that are almost impossible to resist. These ads can be so well crafted that they feel like they were made just for you. They can show you content that reinforces your existing beliefs, creating echo chambers and deepening divisions in society. This can lead to a more polarized world where people are less likely to encounter differing viewpoints. And let's not forget about the potential for discrimination. Data breaches can expose sensitive information, putting your privacy at risk. Algorithms can be biased, just like the people who create them. This means that the data collected about you could be used in ways that are unfair or discriminatory. This means that our data could be used to discriminate against us based on our race, gender, or socioeconomic status. It's crucial to be aware of how our digital footprint can impact our lives in ways we might not even realize. Section 5. Fighting back, tips and tricks to protect your data, because you're not a product. Okay, so the situation might seem bleak. With all the news about data breaches and privacy invasions, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and powerless. But remember, knowledge is power. But don't worry, all hope is not lost. There are practical steps we can take to safeguard our personal information and regain control over our digital presence. There are things we can do to protect our data and take back control of our digital lives. It's all about being proactive and making informed choices. First, we need to be more aware of the data we're sharing. Often, we give away more information than we realize, simply by using apps and websites without checking their privacy policies. Read the privacy policies of the apps you use. Yes, they can be long and tedious, but they contain crucial information about how your data is being used and shared. Adjust your privacy settings to limit the amount of data you're sharing. Most apps and devices have settings that allow you to control what information is collected and who can see it. Second, be mindful of what you post online. Every photo, status update, and comment contributes to your digital footprint. Once something is on the internet, it's there forever. Even if you delete it, copies may still exist somewhere. So think carefully about the long-term implications of your posts. Think twice before sharing personal information or anything that could come back to haunt you later. Third, use a VPN. This is especially important when using public Wi-Fi networks. A VPN encrypts your internet traffic, making it harder for companies to track your online activity. It adds an extra layer of security, ensuring your data remains private. And finally, spread the word. Educate those around you about the importance of data privacy. The more people who understand the risks, the stronger our collective efforts will be. Talk to your friends and family about data privacy, share tips and resources, and encourage them to take their own steps to protect their information. The more people who are aware of the issue, the more pressure we can put on companies to change their ways. Together we can create a safer, more private digital world for everyone. Section 6. The future of privacy. Will we ever get it back? The fight for data privacy is far from over. As technology continues to advance, so too will the ways in which our data can be collected and used. Some experts believe that the future of privacy lies in decentralized social media platforms. These platforms would be owned and controlled by their users, rather than by corporations. Others believe that government regulation is necessary to rein in the power of big tech. They argue that we need strong privacy laws to protect our data from being collected and used without our consent. Only time will tell what the future holds for data privacy. But one thing is for sure, the choices we make today will have a profound impact on the future of our digital lives. Section 7. Wake up, sheeple. It's time to take control of our digital lives. In this digital age, our personal information is more vulnerable than ever. Every click, every like, every share is being tracked and analyzed. It's time we wake up to the reality of our digital footprint. We've reached the end of our journey, my friends. But this is just the beginning of a new chapter in our digital lives. We've delved deep into the intricacies of how our data is collected and used. We've explored the dark side of social media data collection, the algorithms that predict our behavior, the targeted ads that follow us around the internet, and the potential misuse of our personal information. We've learned about the risks and implications for our privacy and security. From identity theft to unauthorized data sharing, the dangers are real and ever-present. But most importantly, we've learned that we have a choice. We can choose to be passive, allowing these platforms to dictate our digital lives, or we can take a stand. We can continue to be passive consumers of these platforms, blindly handing over our data without a second thought. But is that the future we want for ourselves and our children? Blindly handing over our data without a second thought? Or we can choose to be vigilant, questioning every app, every platform, and every service that demands our information. Or we can choose to be informed, empowered users who demand better from the companies we entrust with our information. We can advocate for stronger privacy laws and support organizations that fight for our digital rights. Who demand better from the companies we entrust with our information? The choice is ours. We have the power to shape the future of our digital world. So what will it be? Will you continue to be a passive participant, or will you take an active role in protecting your digital life? Are you ready to take back control of your digital life? Are you ready to make informed choices and demand transparency from the platforms you use? Are you ready to fight for your right to privacy, to stand up against the misuse of your personal data, and to advocate for a safer digital environment? The time for complacency is over. The time for action is now. We must unite and make our voices heard. The time for action is now. Let's make some noise. Together we can reclaim our digital lives and ensure a future where privacy and security are paramount.